So in the last two videos, I talked about how you can insert your rebuttal and your counter-argument paragraphs using either the turnabout method or the block method. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can insert your counter-argument and rebuttal paragraphs using the alternate method. And so here, in the alternate method, you start out your introduction paragraph with a hook, 5 background sentences, and your thesis statement. So your background, your introduction is just the same as what you did in English 101, where you just have those 3 parts: hook, 5 background sentences, and then your thesis statement as the last sentence of the first paragraph. And this is known as a funnel introduction paragraph. So regular exercise should be the solution to unlocking a healthier, happier life for many individuals and the key to living to the age of 100. So that's your hook. Regular exercise, and then here you have your 5 background sentences that gives context to your thesis statement. So regular exercise has numerous physical and mental health benefits, including improved cardiovascular health, weight management, and reduced risk of depression and anxiety. As American lives become increasingly busy, finding time for exercise can seem challenging. To be able to reap the benefits of regular exercise, it is important to incorporate physical exercise into daily routines. Despite some common counter-arguments, the numerous health benefits of exercise cannot be ignored. By prioritizing exercise as an essential component of overall health and wellness, individuals can improve their quality of life and reduce their risk of chronic disease. So these are the 5 background sentences that give background to your thesis statement. So now you have and then the last sentence of the first paragraph, you write your thesis statement, which is topic plus opinion plus your 3 reasons. And then your 3 reasons become the topic sentences of your body paragraphs. So exercise is a great way to stay in shape because exercising does not take too much time. Exercise is very low cost, and exercise promotes weight loss. Now enter your alternate method. So the alternate method is that instead of writing your counter-argument paragraph all at once, like I've done in the other 2 times, you split up your counter-argument paragraph among all of your topics and sentences. So here you would write, some may argue that exercise is time-consuming and difficult to fit into a busy schedule. However, and now, so this is your counter-argument. You say one thing from the other side. Then you write your argument. You pivot to your argument that matches your thesis statement. However, exercise does not take too much time because there are various ways to incorporate physical activity into daily routine. Then here you talk about the many different ways that you can incorporate physical activity into your daily routine. So for instance, you, instead of parking your car right next to the office, you can park your car at the far end of the parking lot, which forces you to walk all the way to your office. And instead of taking the elevator, you would just walk up the 100 stairs up and down. So that's a way in which you can incorporate exercise into your daily routine. So that becomes the first body paragraph. Then the second body paragraph is the second. So then you embed your counter argument into your topic sentence. So then another counter argument would be, others may claim that exercise is too expensive as gym memberships and equipment can be costly. Then you pivot, and in this essay, I did too many howevers. Did you notice? However? So obviously, I need to find another transition word of opposition. So on the other hand, or in contrast, there are many low-cost or free options for getting regular exercise. So you don't just have to go. So in other words, people complain, well, it's too expensive to exercise because I can't afford the gym. Well, On the other hand, then you pivot, that's your counter argument, what the other side thinks. Then you pivot to what you think. Hey, but there are many low-cost and free options for getting regular exercise. For instance, running or walking outdoors is a free and effective way to get cardiovascular exercise. Many public parks offer free or low-cost outdoor fitness classes such as yoga or boot camp. Body weight exercises such as squats, push-ups, and planks require no gym equipment and can be done everywhere. Resistance bands and jump ropes are inexpensive and can provide a full body workout. In addition, okay, so I can write it in addition. So I'm missing a few transition words here. In addition, many workout programs and fitness apps offer free trial periods or have low-cost subscription options. So here's an example of you read it out loud. You're reading your paper out loud. I suddenly realize, oh, I should put in addition over here. And reading it out loud, I suddenly realize I got too many however, and I need to stick in some different transition words of opposition. See, look at this. Now, every time I pivot to my argument, I did a however. So when I revise my paper later on, I'm going to have to change however to something else. So then the third body counter argument, you would stick the counter argument first and then your argument. Counter argument first, then your argument. Counter argument first, then your argument. That's known as the alternate because you're alternating between the counter argument and then the rebuttal. The counter argument and then the rebuttal. Whereas in the block method, you write the entire counter argument first, and then you write your rebuttal. The same thing with turnabout. You write your entire counter argument first, then you write your rebuttal, which is your thesis statement. But in the alternate method, you write the counter argument, then your rebuttal. Your counter argument, then your rebuttal. Your counter argument. So you alternate between the two. That's why I named it the alternate method. So here, third body paragraph. Finally, some may argue that exercise is not effective for weight loss as it is difficult to burn enough calories through exercise alone. In contrast, on the other hand, okay, I'm trying to think of many different ways of saying however, okay, so I said that too many times. So now I'm going to pivot whenever I use a but, some word like but, that means I'm pivoting to my argument. Regular exercise can play a significant role in achieving and maintaining a healthy weight. Exercise can increase metabolism, making it easier to burn calories throughout the day. Strength training exercises can increase muscle mass, which in turn increases the body's overall calorie burn. High-intensity workouts like HIIT and circuit training can burn more calories in a shorter amount of time than steady-state cardio. Exercise can improve overall fitness, making it easier to engage in more physical activity throughout the day. A combination of exercise and healthy diet is the most effective way to achieve and maintain weight loss goals. Then, for your conclusion, you write your thesis statement first, and then you summarize your essay then you just summarize the highlights of your essay, and that's known as a summary conclusion paragraph, and that's the same thing that you did for English 101. So conclusion, exercise is a great way to stay in shape because exercise does not take too much time, exercise is very low cost, and exercise promotes weight loss. And then you summarize your essay in 5 sentences to give the reader closure. And this you heard me say a gazillion times if you took my English 101 class. So despite these counter-arguments, the numerous physical and mental health benefits of exercise cannot be ignored. Regular physical activity can improve cardiovascular health, promote weight management, and reduce the risk of depression and anxiety. By finding ways to incorporate exercise into daily routines and taking advantage of low-cost options, anyone can reap the benefits of regular exercise. By prioritizing exercise as an essential component of overall health and wellness, individuals can improve their quality of life and reduce their risk of chronic disease. So this pretty much sums up the alternate method, where you alternate between your counter-argument and then your rebuttal, counter-argument and rebuttal, counter-argument and rebuttal, and then that's it. Then your introduction paragraph and your conclusion paragraph are exactly the same. And then once I finish checking that my essay structure is correct, the next step I need to do, which I haven't done for this essay, is to stick in APA in-text citations. So this paper lacks a lot of APA in-text citations, because when I write a paper, first I put in my essay structure, which is in this case the alternate method of argumentative essay, and then first I make sure I've got my thesis statement at the end of my first paragraph. I make sure I have my topic sentences that match my thesis. I make sure I have my counter-argument, rebuttal, counter-argument, rebuttal, counter-argument, rebuttal, and then I make sure that my thesis statement is the first sentence of the last paragraph. Then I'm like, check, okay, my essay structure is perfect. Now the next step in revision is to check for APA and grammar mistakes. And I've already read through this several times. There are no grammar mistakes. Good, check. So for me, the last thing I need to do is stick in APA in-text citations. And so I cited a lot of medical facts. So I will need an in-text citation over here. I would need anytime I cited medical facts, I have to stick in my in-text cite. I did one, but I still have to stick in, like, anytime I use any kind of numbers, like 20, 30 minutes a day, 10 to 15 minutes a day or whatever, then I need an in-text citation. And then if I talk about medical, like running or walking outdoors is an effective way to get cardiovascular exercise, that's a medical fact. So that I would need an in-text citation. So that sort of thing. So I need to read through this and stick in my in-text citation. And then, of course, I'm missing my references, and I need to put in my references. So that's why this is just a rough draft. It's basically, for this paper, the purpose is just to go over your essay structure. And so that's why when you revise your essay structure, first you check for, when you revise your essay, first you check for essay structure, that's known as revision. Then you check for your grammar, punctuation, APA mistakes, that's known as proofreading and editing, so that your revision stage, your rewriting stage, has 2 sub-stages. But that I will talk about in another video. So if you have any questions about the alternate method of argumentative essay, feel free to email me anytime.